Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David, and this is the top 10 Halloween magic tricks. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. I am your friendly neighborhood mainstream magic review host. And let's talk about Halloween. Let's talk about October. We're in October, and occasionally I get asked the question, what are some good tricks to do for Halloween? Especially when I review a trick that already kind of has like a spooky, macabre theme. So I went back through my reviews and looked at some of the tricks that I thought were perhaps some of the spookiest. And I'll just put together a little top 10 list for you. How's that sound? Now, my number 10 and my number 9, I don't know how easily they will be to obtain, but number 10 is the Dracula book test that is in the How to Read Minds kit, the version 1 from Peter Turner. I don't believe the version 2 has come out yet. A lot of you people are asking for a review of set 2. It hasn't come out yet. But version 1 has Dracula, the book Dracula, as a book test, and it's very easy to do, extremely easy to do. One of the easiest book tests, if not the easiest book test I have ever seen. And so Illusionist doesn't sell it by itself. I mean, they really should. You should write to Illusionist right now and say, hey, can I buy just the book test and see what they say. But that would be my number 10. And then number 9, right along with that, the tossed out tarot deck from Dan Sperry. You can find it at dansperrystore.com, or at least you could. Back when I did the review, of course, it was for sale. He didn't have a lot. I think he had like 400. But I would also add to that anything that has a tarot theme, right? So if you have some tarot themed tricks that are already in your repertoire, or maybe some ESP themes, I think definitely going back and forth between either ESP cards or tarot cards would definitely be a good Halloween themed style trick. So if I were to make my own like /9 or 9 addendum, I would say Past, Present, Future by Rick Lax. That is still available, and it's a really cool tarot trick that the spectator kind of does along with you. It also kind of leads into a little bit of a reading, which is also cool. And Penguin just came out with a full Major Arcana deck that goes along with Past, Present, Future. So if you already have Past, Present, Future by Rick Lax, you might want to check that out as well. So that's my number 9 suggestion. Number 8 is the trick I just reviewed, Predicto 2 Terror Edition from Jonathan Sadowski. You can find this at the Magic Apple for about 20 bucks. And it's a set of business cards that have like drippy blood on the backside. And each business card face has a different monster icon from the movies, right? And you have a spectator select one face down, and they look at it, and let's say it's Jaws. And then you bring out an envelope and you show that you had a prediction the entire time. And really what falls out are 4 predictions. You say, well, you got to give me a 1 in 4 shot. So your first prediction was Freddy Krueger, you got it wrong. Second prediction was Jason, you got it wrong. Third prediction was Chucky, you got it wrong. And fourth prediction was, Pennywise the Clown, and you got it wrong. And you're like, I got it wrong. But then you take those cards and flip them over, and they turn into a photograph of Jaws. And then, of course, you are correct. Number 7 is Dead Ringer from Jeff Stone. You can find this for 40 bucks at Stone Cold Magic. It's a cool trick with photographs of people and these little skulls. And so you and the spectator play these roles of being serial killer twins. And there's an envelope that's a prediction on the table, and the spectator places the skulls on the people that are going to be killed. And then the one that doesn't have a skull, well, that's the serial killer, obviously. And then when you look inside the envelope, there's another matching picture of that serial killer because they're twins, right? They're twins. And so thus they didn't select the killer, which is pretty cool. Number 6 is Scar Tissue from Seth Race. You can find this for $30 at penguinmagic.com. Scar Tissue is perhaps the best blister effect I've ever seen. Blister effect is a spectator calls out a number, or they call out a playing card, and you're able to produce both of those things, along with some other images that Seth's kind of ingeniously planted onto a harmless looking Sharpie marker. So that Sharpie marker carried in your pocket will create any blister. And so you you do your get ready, you have some fire, you wave your fire underneath your finger, and then you can show, 3 of hearts or, the number 7. There's a whole bunch of options. There are other really cool blister effects out there. So if you already have like Branded from Tim Trono, that's a really good one that I've reviewed. And Blistering from James Anthony is also a good trick you might want to look at. Number 5 is a creepy little trick that'll give you some good shock value. It's the little zombie hand or the little demon hand from Hanson Chen and Bob Farmer. You can find this for $30 at penguinmagic.com, and it's the little hand effect, right? It's you have something in your hand that's resting on the outside, and this creepy little green zombie hand or a red demon hand reaches out and then grabs the item and snakes right back. Or does a card reveal, right? It pops out and there's a little card attached to the demon hand. There's the cutesy version that the cat's paw or the little baby hand that's kind of creepy. But I thought the demon hand or the zombie hand probably a little bit more Halloween-y. Number 4 is the haunted key effect, and I would recommend the Vinny Segoo Blood edition of the haunted key. Not only are you going to get a nice big haunted key for $19 at neomagic.co.uk, but it has like little speckles of red blood in there. And so you get the full routine, and it's a nice big heavy weighted object. Plus it looks vintage. It looks like it came straight from a haunted house. It'd be a lot spookier than the little tiny, Empire Magic gold plated haunted key that's out there. So this is definitely a cooler one. Number 3 is one of my favorite tricks of all time, and it's Deceased from Jamie Dawes. You can find this at penguinmagic.com or Jamie Dawes' website, I believe. And you're gonna have 10 photographs and explain that within those 10 photographs, there are 8 people that were killed and 2 that were the kind of like brother and sister serial killer team. And so you'll give 5 cards to the spectator, keep 5 for yourself. You're gonna select 1 card sight unseen. The spectator is gonna select 1 card sight unseen, lay those on the table, and then when they flip them over, both cards say killer in red blood on the back. Don't believe me? The remaining cards that are in the spectator's hand and your hand, you flip them over and they all say dead on the back. It's a pretty cool you do as I do / matching effect. It's a pretty dope, pretty scary trick. And number 2 is the classic haunted deck, right? The haunted deck effect. Haunted deck effect is typically a card is selected and lost, placed down on a table or the ground, and then with nothing touching it, right? The pack slowly splits and a card is jettisoned out or cut to, and that ends up being the spectator's chosen card. Now there's lots of ways to do the haunted deck. There are. I would recommend Al Baker's method. I would also recommend Michael Amar's method. Joshua J has a really cool method out there as well. You might want to check that out. And then there's a trick called Really Haunted from Doug Edwards. So that one's pretty cool. And number 1 is a classic trick, re-released. So for a while, this has been unavailable due to the creator being indisposed. But Murphy's Magic has the rights to this, and they have released it. So this is the Web Returns. The Web Returns, $13 at Murphy's Magic. It's gonna make people jump. It's gonna make people scream. There's 4 blank cards. They're counted onto the spectator's palm up hand. And then pictures of spider webs appear and disappear from the faces of the cards. And then to conclude, the spectator is asked to wave their hands over the cards. And when they do, they discover there's a large realistic spider on the back of their hand. It'll make people jump. It'll make people scream, not for the faint of heart. And like I said, this is a new version, re-released, Murphy's Magic, $13. Check out the Web Returns. That's my top 10 list for Halloween. And now comes my favorite part. This is where you get to chime in and tell us what you think is a really good haunted or scary magic trick. That's one of the great things about the internet, is it can become a free, safe place where we can all exchange ideas and where all of our opinions can be considered. And so if you have a trick recommendation that you think is scary or spooky or works great for Halloween, let us all know down in the comment section below. If you agree with any of the ones that are in my list, feel free to give a thumbs up and say you agree with any one of those, because that will help somebody else, make a choice as they spend their money. That's what we're trying to do, people. Help you save money, help you buy the tricks that you'll love, that you'll perform week after week, month after month, year after year. Have a safe and happy Halloween. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, did you know there are over 300 videos and reviews that you've never even seen here at Magic Orthodoxy? It's true. And if you join the membership section today, you'll get unlimited access to that exclusive content. What are those videos? These would be the magic tricks that I buy with my own money. These are the tricks that I want, the tricks I am the most excited about. All you have to do is click the join button on your screen. And there are 2 exciting ways to join. For $2, you'll get access to 8 extra videos a month, 8 brand new videos a month. And for $5 a month, you'll get access to 12 new videos a month. Not to mention, you'll also be part of an exclusive community of almost 500 other magicians. And if you can't find the join button, I will put a link in the description of today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.